How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Tip of the tongue, teeth, and the lips. Tip of the tongue, teeth, and the lips.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Wait, we're live? We're live? And we're live. Welcome to the 50th anniversary of Hello Stockholm, Sweden's premier indoor ultimate tournament. It's 2016. The field is set for the women's finals. I'm Chim Richardson, and I'm here with my colleague, Jad Albumrad. Jad?
Good morning. In the finals, we have Salaspils from Latvia against the hometown Valkyrie of Sweden. This is a matchup that actually took place in the pool play on Saturday, Christian, and it was a tie. So curious to see how it comes out here.
It ended with a 99-99 tie. Quite strange. Let's see if the home team on the right in black can pull it out versus the Latvians on the left in white. Latvians to pull. And we're off with the women's final. Phil?
As always, a nice pull. The Valkyries are quite tall. They're going to look for the deep game. Conversely, Salaspils in white is a nice under team, and they make lots of highlight plays.
You're right about that height, Phil. Actually, Valkyria moonlight as the Swedish national volleyball team. Fun fact. Brought to you by IKEA. And that's a dangerous backhand to the middle of the field, but it works out, as it always does.
In the neon headband is Nadia. She's the tournament director, and she's done a great job.
She's done a great job, and she has a great smile. And here's the hammer to the end zone, and we are underway. The first point. Hammer style goes to the home team, Valkyria.
The crowd goes wild. Today's game brought to you by Volvo.
Volvo, a safe crash every time. Phil, how many people would you say we have in attendance today?
Tickets counted at the gate were 12,000. Currently, about 800 have shown up.
Yes, and it is free hat day. And it looks like the score won't count for some reason. Valkyrie content to do it again. Why didn't it count, we ask? And it goes to the end zone. An S-cut. And I can't see it. Out the back. That'll be a turnover. And an important call affecting the game early. Phil, who are the players to watch on this Salaspils team?
I'm looking at Santa Motseka for Salaspils. One of the tallest players in the team. It's going to play a big role in this matchup against the 2-meter tall Valkyries.
Yes, Santa, the gift that keeps on giving. Floaty but caught with cool style, and that's a score!
Caught by number 8. Lasma Kublika past a diving Nadia. Lasma Kublika actually can dunk a basketball. She's got very good jumps.
Yes, I believe she did Air Alert in the offseason. Air Alert.
During the break and play, we'd like to bring you the Swedish word of the game.
The Swedish word of the game is oop, which means up. Seen commonly on elevators, but here referring to big, big, big skies, which we expect to see a lot of.
Christian, tell me about the atmosphere in the Bozen Stadium right now.
The atmosphere is tense. Very, very tense. It's well known that these two teams hate each other. They really don't get along. We're going to see chippy marks, bad foul calls, and a lot of physical play. More literally, though, it's a bit cold.
A big deep. Oh, and what an over-the-head grab. Wow, around the world.
And that's a casual grab on what was actually not an easy catch. It's, as always, it's important to make it look easy.
We'd like to thank the Stadium Boson for hosting us this tournament. It's a beautiful facility, founded 10 years ago by the government to train their elite athletes. And this weekend, they've really seen a collection of athletes, haven't they, Christian?
Dozens.
Christian, tell me about the Eklund sisters on Valkyrie, Matilda and Sarah.
The Eklund sisters are a power duo. They grew up in a small town of Irgendendorp, and they practiced rhythmic gymnastics together, where they actually won an Olympic bronze, bringing much pride to their small village. But when someone stole their ribbons, they decided to start a new sport, Ultimate Frisbee, and now they dominate as a pair. It's actually known that they only throw to each other. Once you get it into one's hands, they better score.
A crowded field. Valkyrie's playing tight defense. Lovely little push pass, style points. And that is a score.
A score to number 64, Santa. Phil's predictions about who to look for come true early. Great announcing, Phil.
Thank you, Christian. Both teams competing hard here from the start, Christian.
They are. We've had a strong back and forth. Anyone could win this game. Santa, who had that score, is actually the youngest player on the field right now.
How old is she?
9.
Quite the talent. Christian, let's talk about the uniforms quickly, as we always like to do. We have Valkyries in a green and black ensemble. Very intimidating, I would say.
It's true. Here in Scandinavia, milk plays an important part in the food culture. And as with all things, in jerseys, the cream has risen to the top. These are 2 of the better jerseys at this tournament. We're seeing sublimation that's not over the top, and we're seeing a simple white. Oh no, and that's a drop on the end zone.
Let's see how they respond on defense. Salaspils looking for a quick score. They hammer it, and it's good.
And it's good. And that turn will go to one of the Eklund sisters. Certainly the other will cheer her up. Plenty of ultimate left to be played. But currently, it's 3-1 for the underdog, Salaspils.
Christian, you've met many nice Swedish people this weekend, but if you had to pick, who is your favorite?
That's an easy one, Phil. It's Frida. We love Frida.
She's my favorite, too.
Not currently on the line, but we'll make sure to announce every time she has the disc.
Valkyrie's receiving on the south end of the stadium. And we're underway in the 5th point. There it goes, using that height. Run, run, run. Oh, tripped by the line. That's a shame.
That's Maria Bringelson with the deep cut. She's a big receiver for this team. She loves to go to the end zone. She actually doesn't know how to throw a Frisbee because she only catches scores.
Crossfield hammer for Salaspils. Oh, piece, a foot block.
Foot blocks for when hand blocks are too easy. Brought to you by Fjallraven. Expensive backpacks for rich people. And that's a turn, and we're going the other way. This is number 17. Oh, and that is some physical defense, but she's unable to get it. Knocking on Glory's door here, 5 meters out, and the big hammer goes up, and it's caught. It's caught.
Number 8, Lasma Kublika. She's at it again. Christian, I have to say I'm a little bit surprised at how this is going early on. Valkyria came in as the heavy favorites, but they're down 4-1 early. What's happened?
Well, look, the Valkyries are easily the best team in the Northern Hemisphere, and they want to give the crowd a good show, so they're intentionally digging themselves into a hole here to make the storyline even better. Valkyrie, true fact, has won the last 2 editions of this tournament, so they are the favorite. Salaspils, which is Spanish for mushroom sauce, looking for the upset.
They're at it again. Another deep look, looking for 65, and she pulls it down. As expected, the taller Valkyrie team is really using their height with these deep throws.
Grip it and rip it is the motto.
After a shaky start, sometimes a good, quick, easy offense point can really reset a team's focus, can't it?
It can. When things aren't clicking on the offensive end, sometimes you just need to close your eyes and throw it as far as you can. Someone will certainly get it.
Christian, I'm going to watch with special attention Oda Homlong-Klar in this point in the black headband. She's one of the stars of this Valkyrie team, and when they need a D, like they do now, she's a player they turn to.
That's all well and good, and while we're playing Fantasy Ultimate on the mic here, I'd like to predict that Evija Arzt, glove girl with the disc, will be involved in the score somehow. I'm willing to bet 1 million kroner on it, in fact. Uh-oh. And that's a score!
Faster than a speeding bullet. She's at it again. Lasma Kublika. Gosh, doesn't it seem like she scored every point?
It seems like she scored every single one, which is amazing given that she's actually the youngest player on the field. Yeah. And she is certainly one of the strong talents on this Latvian team.
She's quite pleased, high-fiving her teammates quite enthusiastically.
Statistical analysis shows that the team that high-fives more wins 90% of the time. Valkyrie with the ball. In a hole here, but staying confident.
This isn't Valkyrie's first rodeo. They've been here before. They won't get too turned off by a slow start. We expect this game to be close and to be decided on Universe Point.
Absolutely. The fans will get what they paid for today.
All 12,000 of them.
All 12,000. As an afterthought, the men's final will also be played today. Oh, give me that, she says. Not in my house, not in my airplane tarmac.
Santa with a big defense. No gifts today.
And she put that throw on the naughty list. Oh, that's a sick grab to keep the point alive. Oh, and what happened there? That looks like a little bit of conservation of greatness to me, and it goes up. Oh! An amazing bid from number 7, Sarah Eklund of the Eklund sisters. She got perfectly horizontal in that bid.
And a perfect throw from Linda Ekborg, putting the disc out in space for her teammate to make the point with style.
Style points, while not officially counted, are secretly being tallied in everyone's head. We'll know who wins.
Christian, after a turn like that, it's important to race to the frisbee and throw it as fast as you can. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. The mindset is stall is one, and you need to get rid of it like a hot potato or a piping hot fisk.
Hot potato and piping hot fisk, served right now in the Boson cafeteria.
Get it while it's hot. Phil, what can you tell me about gloves in Ultimate?
Highly frowned upon, Christian. Technically, they're allowed by the rules, but there's a big movement. Oh, and excuse me, we've got a deep look to 21. Oh! Goes up and gets it. Give me that. Desa Katrula with a big time grab.
Deza Katrula is a PhD linguistics student who can speak 11 languages. Really impressive. She works as a chemical engineer.
6-3 for Salaspils. A big, high pull. Somehow doesn't touch anything up in the rafters and lands in the field. An errant throw that the Valkyrie are able to track down. Back to number 14, Oda Homlong-Klaren. Tournament director Nadia directing her teammates where she wants them to go. Good patience being shown by the Valkyrie right now. Don't be afraid to lose a few yards on the dump cut. And the blade goes up. Oda Homlong-Klaren with the score.
And that'll make it 6-4. The Valkyria are well within striking distance to make this a game. Quick procedural note for our fans at home. The final is a special game and thus has special rules. It's a 40-minute time cap. There will be a halftime, and game is played to 15. Salaspils looking to get 2 more to make it a quick halftime. Valkyria are playing their tallest line right now, which is also their shortest line.
Here's a real fact for you. The average height of the Valkyries is 175 centimeters, which is taller than half of the men's teams here.
And for those who use the imperial system of measurement, which by the way don't, that's the equivalent of 4.5 stone.
A quick throw to the end zone. She's at it again, number 21, Deja Katrula. Score, known in every language.
And that's a pass by Lasma Kublika, who seems to be involved in every single score here. Valkyria are going to want to shut her down if they're going to close this gap here today.
Christian, games this weekend have been 30 minutes long, but we have an extra special 10 minutes tacked on to the end of this game. How does that affect the mindset of the players?
I expect after the 30-minute mark for people's mental and physical preparedness to plummet off the edge of a cliff. We'll be seeing 30 minutes of good, strong ultimate followed by confused people wandering about, not really knowing what to do. They've trained themselves for... Oh, and the disc is up! And it is deep. Will it stay in? No, unfortunately, sails out the back. Salaspils with a chance to break.
I don't hate it, though. I think Valkyrie need to keep using these deep looks.
That is their bread and butter. Bread and butter, the official breakfast of Latvia.
Salaspils really taking their time here. They know they've got to play for 40 minutes today, and they're conserving energy wisely.
The finals are for 40 minutes. And there's Avija Arts with the disc, always in play. Oh, and she puts up the hammer to the break side to any number of people. Oh my goodness, what a catch from Lasma. She is everywhere. Oh, and the defense is really wanting it. Oh no, a turnover. Avija can't pull it down.
Valkyrie looked for a quick strike deep there while Salaspils was off the mark, but decided not to take it, instead working the frisbee. Smart.
And that drop was quite an indictment of the concept of gloves generally. We're in some trouble here. We put it to the end zone in Valkyrie style, and that's going to go out the back. Valkyries aren't clicking here, Phil. What do they need to do to change the game?
To me, they're thrown off by the 40-minute length of the game. I think they really need to just calm down, go through their runs, and keep throwing it deep at every opportunity.
Perhaps anticipating the outdoor season, they're putting a little bit too much pep and zing on their hucks. They need to slow them down, put a little bit more air underneath, and let the big players settle under it. Jump high, not run fast. Come to me, she says, and she does. Uh-oh. And that blade will roll out.
After crisp offense for the first few points, we've really had a sloppy point here with lots of turns. 8-4 is quite different from 7-5, though, so big point for Valkyrie to win. Oh, double D.
Sophia Eklund has her throne blocked by Lasma Kublika, who once again seems to be all over the field. There she is again! Oh my goodness! Reels in the big grab for the score, and the cool guy basketball fluttergut spike. She can really do it all, can't she, Phil?
Gimme that D, she said. Gimme that O.
Gimme, 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 living in Beverly Hills.
Let's learn a little bit more about the star of this game so far, Lasma Kublika. Christian, what do we know about her?
Lasma Kublika, interestingly enough, comes from a descendant of Stanley Kubrick, who emigrated to Latvia, hence the similarity in name. Phil, do you know anything else about her?
I do, actually. She's very much into plants. She actually has a greenhouse attached to her apartment.
Botany.
Procedural announcement, we do have a small timeout this game. Given the longer format, the teams get a little bit of a rest in between.
And this is this appears to be halftime. Let me correct my colleague, Jad. This is halftime, but both teams will get one timeout. Neither team has opted to use it yet, but I suspect they will once we pass the 30-minute mark, when things start to head downhill.
Our viewers will see in the background the competitors for the men's final warming up, staying loose. That will be played immediately following the women's final, we think.
We think, and that'll be played between the Wu-Tang Clan and
the Talon Thunder.
The Talon Thunder are a big Cinderella story this match. They dethroned last year's champion in the semis, and they look to take on the favorites, the Wu-Tang Clan, in the finals. Everyone's rooting for the Thunder. Just like me in this year's NBA playoffs. NBA, a brand you can trust.
Christian, when does panic set in for the Valkyries?
Well, that's a question about their mental constitution. They shouldn't panic until they're down 9-4. If that were to happen, all hell would break loose. But if they can pull this point off and bring it back to within 3, I think we'll find that this game will stay tight. Sadly, they're on defense, so they're going to need a break here. They're probably putting out their best defensive line. Let's see if they can get the job done.
As always, I'll be looking for Oda Homlund-Klaren to make a play.
Oh, and that's a big boost to number 8. She is everywhere she gets.
Gimme that. Lasma Kublika, do we even need to say her name anymore?
And the only thing that can help the Valkyria now is panic. They really need to freak out there. The question for Valkyria is, how do they slow down these superstars on the Latvian team? It's a task easier said than done. Phil, do you have any ideas?
No, I think it's hopeless. Now they should just be going for personal glory and cool highlight plays.
This game is televised, so personal glory will factor into how these teams play a lot. Valkyria opting to work it here. Let's see if they boost it with the huck or if they stay small ball. Looking under here. Latvia content to let them work. And we've got a stoppage of play. During this stoppage, Phil, can you tell me what a Valkyria is?
Of course, everyone knows that Valkyria are angelic female warriors. Oh, that catch can't be pulled down in the end zone. It's a turn.
Like an angel, she used her wings to soar through the air there, but her hands let her down, unable to catch the disc. Arsta with the first throw. Oh, and it's a boost. Oh, and they can't get it. Trying to beat the Valkyria at their own game and failing. Oh, fingers are being pointed, hands are being raised in the end zone. What is going on? Phil?
It appears that a foul is trying to be called, even though that point lacked physical contact.
To my eye, Phil, it looked like the player in white may have misread the disc a bit. Perhaps there had been some contact, but I'm not sure she had to play on the disc, and that does affect the ruling on the field. The players will talk about it for a while and ultimately probably send it back. Ultimate, of course, is a self-refereed sport, which is a really great idea in theory. In practice, it takes a while, but works out, as it always does.
A contested foul, the disc goes back to the thrower.
Fresh life for the team up 5, the Pills. Jamming up the open side, see if they can score with that strategy. And that's an off-footed pivot from the ponytailed cutter. And it's caught.
Dacia Katrula with the score.
And this is a runaway, folks. And the players on the dark team do not seem to be happy about it. They're used to winning this tournament.
Nadia Melenikova is currently shouting at her team. Christian, you speak Swedish. What is she saying?
Actually, Phil, she's Russian and just yells at her teammates in Russian to motivate them. They don't understand a word of what she's saying. And here she is. Cooler heads prevailed. She's high-fiving everyone with 2 hands. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Phil, I have faith that the Valkyria can bring it back. Do you?
I don't. I think this game is out of hand, and nothing short of a miracle will save them.
They may be looking for a miracle on 34th Street, but the player named Santa is on the other team. Santa, Spanish for saint.
Foul on the mark. The stall count will reset. And she'll boost it long. And out of bounds. Christian, what are the odds that Lasma Kublika will catch a score here?
7 and 8. The Latvians walking it up to the spot where it went out of bounds, as per the rules. And they got a fair amount of yards on that. That's an errant huck that never stayed in. Caught high with the gloves.
High release backhand there. Give it back, she says. There's something we've never seen, folks. Lasma Kublika with a drop.
Let's see how that affects her psyche. When you've been playing Ultimate for 10 years like she has and you've never dropped a disc, this could rattle her spirits. Let's see how this sub-narrative plays out. Oh, it's put to the end zone for Nadia. Can she track it down? Yes, she gets up, catches it easily in style.
She really motivated herself that point, didn't she, Christian?
She absolutely did. She must have been yelling at herself in Russian, giving herself double high fives.
Christian, this point I'm looking for a nice backhand hook from Elza Wolfa. Easy, her nickname is. To who else? Lasma Kublika.
Lasma Kublika, at this point, a household name. Lasma Kublika is the hottest selling jersey at this tournament this year, outselling the other competitions 3-1. Lasma Kublika in the end zone, catches it. Not only is Lasma a fierce competitor, but she's also a caring, kind soul. She donated her right glove to a charity auction. Phil, how much did it sell for?
37 kroners.
Or the equivalent of half a beer.
Christian, I'm seeing a few players on the Salaspils with only one glove. What's the reasoning there?
Well, as discussed, Lasma gave one to charity auction. And that's actually the only instance of it happening.
Valkyrie's working it downfield. Oda with the disc. Quick little strike cut to one of the Eklund sisters. Nadia boosting it. Snap, crackle, and pop, folks.
And the Valkyria seem to have their mojo back. They're throwing nice blades to the break side and tracking them down. Is it too little too late, though? Only time will tell.
Here's the problem, Christian. At this point, trading points isn't going to get it done for the Valkyrie. They need a big push on the defensive end. And the question remains, who in the world can stop Lasma Kublika?
They might want to think about putting 2 to 3 players to guard her. But really, what's the point? I've been seeing a lot of great pressure from the Valkyria on the dumps, and they are coming oh so close to getting the Ds, but they can't quite sneak one out. Let's see if they can get one this point. Oh! She covers her mouth in embarrassment. That is a dropped pull. The Valkyria get a gift. Free money. That money will cost no money.
Is this what the Valkyrie need to get back on track? Looking for the breakthrow. They put it up, and it scores. Players go tumbling into the crowd. Big break for the Valkyrie there.
Huge break for the Valkyria on an unforced error. Let's see if they can use this momentum to bring them back. They're within 4. We've seen 1 drop each from the Latvia Superstars. Phil, what do you attribute that to?
Well, it might just be nerves, Christian. Even with a 4-point lead, when you're playing in the finals in front of 12,000 people, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking.
I'm nervous just watching it. Number 6, Monta Paduma with the disc. That's a nice grab. Uh-oh, that's a Callahan! Oh my goodness, what has just happened, ladies and gentlemen? The crowd goes wild.
Everyone standing on their feet. They can't believe it.
And the hometown heroes have new breath breathed into them. They have new life. Wow, what a strange 2 points, Phil.
You know, this is why we play the games, Christian. You never know how it's going to work out. That is a huge break for the Valkyrie.
She saw that disc in the end zone and she said, "Gimme that." Took it with her glove hand for the point. No throws necessary. Phil, when it comes to personal glory, is there anything better than a Callahan?
You know, I'm a fan of catching over people personally, but certainly Callahan is up there with the greatest for plays that are most supported in the Frisbee community.
The Valkyria must be pumped for these last 2 points. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. But Salaspils has quickly worked it up the field, but they might be trapped. Danger zone, danger zone. Oh! And that's an and one, a classic and one.
And one!
Count the point and the foul. 2 shots. This is the finals, though, and these players know to expect a little physicality. You got to hold on to that disc tight, take the contact, and barrel into the crowd.
Timeout is called on the field. We'll take a short pause.
Phil, during this important timeout break, what do you think the two teams are talking about?
Well, I can overhear the Latvian team talking right now, and they're remarking about the weather. It's really nice outside, and they're thrilled about it.
They want to end the game quickly and get into that sunshine. The Valkyria, on the other hand, taking the timeout to hydrate. This is our favorite Swede, Frida, with 4 bottles of water, really making hydration a priority.
Christian, if you're Salaspils, why isn't Lasma Kublika playing every point? Oh, she's out there. Excuse me.
She does, but while Lasma has been getting a lot of personal glory and stat filling, I'd like to point out that Ultimate is a team sport, and ultimately it wouldn't be possible without a solid cast of characters. Everyone's doing their part, and it's a great team effort. Lasma's getting a lot of points, but it's really a moment to be treasured and shared by the whole team.
A deep look here to Oda. Oh, and it's defended away. Lovely defense. A help defender coming there in the clutch.
And that was easy Volfa with the D. I think the thrower there saw her man streaking deep with steps, but didn't see the other defender lurking in the shadows. After some brief technical issues, we're back, and that's another score, and wow, they are very happy. Do they think they've won the tournament? Because they haven't yet. 2 more points needed. Phil, the Salaspils seems pretty pleased with that score. Is there a risk in celebrating too early?
Celebrate early, celebrate often. That's the motto that we live by.
We have a lot of mottos, don't we?
You can't have too many mottos, as we like to say.
Give a penny, take a penny.
Will you listen to that crowd, folks? They're getting into it. The decibels are rising.
And that is thunderous clapping, undoubtedly for the home team. People want to see a good game, and they want to see Valkyria play to their best. That's got to give them a big boost of confidence heading into this point. Looking to close the gap. Down 5 currently. Oh, and that's a nice catch to keep the point alive. Play will stop as there was some contact.
Physical defense there from Monta Paduma, actually with the longest hair of anyone on the Salaspils.
Monta the Mountain Paduma. She's a juggernaut on this team, isn't she?
Definitely. Valkyries, meanwhile, are working the frisbee, undeterred by the physical defense. Oh, big time D. And it's up. Oh, even the amazing Lasma Kublika couldn't pull that one down. But the crowd gives her a cheer. What a thrill to watch her.
When you watch one of the greats play at their peak in their career, it's really a joy to watch, isn't it, Phil?
I'm just happy to be here.
We're in the presence of greatness. Valkyria going the other way. The Latvian defense has been stifling. Valkyria spending a lot of time on the trap side, and that's a big blade to the other side. The lefty to Nadia. Nadia being nearly double-teamed as the defender poaches the lane. She throws the hammer anyway, over the top, into space. And the players are talking about something. Perhaps a foul. She feels like she was impeded on her quest to catch the hammer. Quest to Catch the Hammer, the first book in the Valkyria series.
There is no foul call. Salaspils will take over the disc.
And this is a make or break, do or die moment for the home team favorites. The crowd silenced as they sense the tense atmosphere. Is all hope lost, or will we see another miraculous comeback from the Valkyria? Oh, and that's a layout score! She is exhausted, but she reeled it in and caught it.
Lasma Kublika says, if I can't catch it in the end zone, I guess I'll throw it.
And that's Avija Arts with the amazing catch, and her patented flop to the ground afterwards.
Folks, that'll do it. That's the ball game. 14-8 in favor of Salaspils, dethroning the two-time reigning champ Valkyrie in a highlight-filled match from the famous Bosön Stadium in Stockholm, Sweden.
Yes, and this was a bit of a lopsided match, but both teams played admirably, leaving it all on the field and giving the fans a great show, as you can hear from the applause. The spirit was high, the intensity was great, and we have a new champion at Stockholm for the 50th anniversary.
We'll be signing off here after the women's finals to let the other American in the building announce the men's finals. Once again, check out milkbeingpouredintoicedcoffee.com. Milkbeingpouredintoicedcoffee.com. It's great. Hive Industries. Let's go.
Coming at you live, 013 Halloween.
We can shine in a crowd, we never hesitate. Let us rise to the clouds. We got nothing to lose, I know the time is right. Let us light up the fuse. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know we're perfect, you and I. And I don't, and I don't, and I don't, and I don't give it up without a fight. What I feel, I know it's right. Let us detonate tonight.